let us start at the beginning. This is a 5, and 5s are usually always something that is a conflict or some resolution. This does look like it's something that's happening around you that you may have not initiated it, but you're kind of the effects of this disagreement, change. It's a little bit of tumultuous stuff. So there may be people in your family arguing. You may have a conflict with a roommate. This does feel like more it's in the family realm, but I don't want to minimize if it is with the work realm. But it does feel like there's a little bit of static in the air and that is kind of affecting you. Temperance is just basically finding your balance. This is what crosses you, not to engage in this. Sometimes being the silent observer is the best. Temperance is really finding your balance through all this tumultuous stuff. It doesn't feel like it belongs to you. It does make you a little angry. These red wings are kind of lighting up for me that it's kind of lower level stuff that you really don't want to get into. But it does feel like you're finding your balance around this. And there's something that's coming to you that there may be someone in your family that has a medical condition and that people are fighting over. That may be one of the scenarios, but I'm kind of seeing some medical insignias here. So there may be some disagreements on treatment or disagreements on how to proceed forward. This does feel like a family or a some kind of congregation that is kind of all having their own opinions that do not match. So find your balance. It does affect you, but it isn't about you, is what I feel. Then moving up here, we have the 9 of Pentacles. It does look like you have been planting some seeds. I don't know if you're looking to change the way that you make money, or you're just putting some more seeds out there. But it does look like you put a lot of feelers out a couple of months ago. Now you might be getting some answers back. This may be a project. This may be a personal project. This may be a job. But it does look like you have kind of laid the groundwork for a lot of this activity that may be coming back to you. So you may be getting some communication soon about the feelers that you put out from the past. This does look like it affects your money. These are material things. So this could be an art project. This could be something that you put forward into the world to make money, or just some contribution that you've been holding back on or that hasn't taken off. It does look like it's getting ready to take off because you've done some of the footwork already, sweet Libra. So what is in the past? It does look like you were doing some check and balances. This is also a 9. So it does look like you're right on the apex of moving some big energy or going into something completely different than you had done in the past. It does look like you have released some energy, maybe some projects. You might have moved recently or just cleaned out your closet. This is like, can be cleaning out your emotional closet. This can be cleaning out your physical closet, but just kind of letting things go that no longer work for you from the past. It looks like it's part of healing energy for you. There is a lot of orange here, so it does look like on a physical and mental level that you are healing yourself from some past traumas. This blindfold does look like it's been pulled off, so you're looking at things honestly, and you're able to resolve things once you look at the actual makeup of how a situation is put together. So it does look like you kind of minimize things in your life. You might have been getting rid of things that no longer serve you on a physical level. But the Wands pretty much asks for action. And it does look like you have been doing that. So you may have been minimizing your physical responsibilities, getting rid of physical things that no longer serve you, or even relationships or people that no longer serve you in the highest good to help you with healing. So it does look like that is in the past position, and that that has been pretty successful. So it does feel that you will reap some of the rewards of clearing some of this caca out and creating new things and watching them grow. So the Ace of Pentacles is here, and aces are here to remind us to stay in integrity. Pentacles are really about, it can be money, success, prosperity, and new ideas. So it does look like some of these new ideas and some of these seeds that you've been planting in the past, Libra, are coming to fruition. So you may have gotten that dream job. You may have gotten the promotion that you wanted, or you may have turned a beautiful hobby into a way of making money, or an additional way of making money. But it does look like it is something that comes to you very naturally. Usually the aces, these are the hands of God. So it does feel like an opportunity just kind of dropped in your lap. Please pick it up and run with it, Libra, and see where it goes. It does feel like you are on the path to success a little more solidly now, and the light at the end of the tunnel isn't a train. So it does feel like your faith has come into play here, and really keeping the vision of positiveness will bring that positive success to you. The Empress is here in the future position. This can mean pregnancy for those of you that want that. It's for the most part, it usually means the inception of an idea. This kind of goes along the same line as this. You know, very motherly. You have to nurture an idea to fruition. You have to water it, pull the weeds, take care of it just like you do a child. So the Empress is here. It does feel like you have will be starting something new, and you'll have to start from the beginning and nurture it just like an Empress would a child. So the King of Wands is here. This can be a fire sign. If this is a person, that's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This does feel like this is someone that you're either friends with, or is a close heart person to you, and that you have. It does feel like this person has aided you in the future, and it feels like it's a very pure friendship and unconditional love type of thing. This King of Wands, as I said, it most likely is a fire sign. It does feel male, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And you know, the kings are also here to remind us to stay in integrity. And wands are about wealth and influence and honesty. So you may have to have an honest chat with this King of Wands to make some of these changes come true. But it does look like it's somebody that's rooting for you, that it's somebody that's always got your back, and that you've got their back as well. The King of Knights is here, and I mean, excuse me, the Knight of Cups is here. And cups are about feelings. This can be about information or motion in love. Cups are about feelings, and they can be love as well. And when the Knight shows up, that's usually messages of love or true love. So you may be connecting at the heart with someone, or if you're currently in relationship, this can be just kind of redefining your love space that is a little more conducive to growth for the both of you, recommitting, things like that. But for those of you that are single, it does look like you're ready to open your heart, and you're ready to commit to someone or to welcome someone in that heart space. The next one is the 10. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles is about physical things. This is kind of an extension of the letting go of things in your house, redoing things. You may be, painting your room, looking for a new home, even relocating to a new home. But it does feel like your home atmosphere is a little calmer, and it's flowing a little bit more. And that may be because you have upped your havingness in finances. So it's not so survival level anymore. But it does feel like it's running a little smoother, that you may be having more gatherings with either family or friends. But it does feel like your home has been upgraded into a much more pleasant sanctuary for you, Libra. The Fool is here, and the Fool is the 0 card. This does not necessarily mean you're making foolish decisions. Usually the Fool is here when you have let go of some complications, that you've let go of things that no longer serve you. The Fool is the beginning. So you are at a new beginnings. You are no longer in the crossroads. You know the direction that you're going, or it's a little clearer. And it also means to take a leap of faith. It does feel like your faith has been upped over the last couple of months, that you have more faith in yourself, more faith in the journey, and you may be connecting with the Supreme Being on the regular a little bit more than you have in the past. The Fool is here to remind you to take a chance, try new things. If it doesn't work out, you can always try something else, but take a leap of faith. The King of Swords is over here. I believe this is you, Libra. If it is not you, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, it does feel like it's you. It's time to put those wonderful thoughts out into the world. It does feel like you might have had some fear around this space. You might have had some fear of judgment. It does feel like something that you've always wanted to do is being presented to you. So don't pass that open window if it is presented to you, sweet Libra. But the general description of the King of Swords is having great strength, and also being in touch with your alchemy, your mental work, and your scientific work. It can mean that you are a teacher as well, or a communicator. So you may be looking at being a teacher for someone, or a mentor. So take a chance. It does look like you have all the information that you need. You just need the faith in yourself to make this transition, Libra. On the other side is the 3 of Cups, and this is kind of the reveling. This is the getting together with friends and family, not so work-oriented, really enjoying yourself. This can be a wedding. This can be some kind of social gathering. So I encourage you to get out of the cave once again, Libra, and start meeting up with friends, enjoying yourself. You are a very hard worker, but it looks like sometimes you hide in the cave a little bit. And now it's time to get out and mingle a little bit and start working on your faith and abundance with others that also have that same mindset as you do, sweet Libra. All right, that is your general reading for the month of September. I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra healing cards. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Let's see, growth. All right, it does feel like you are in the middle of a growth period, that you have met and mastered a lot of things that you put in front of you, and it's a new growth space for you. You're not revisiting old things. You are growing into a new space, Libra. And service to others. So your new endeavor may be in the healing realm. Maybe doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, healer, psychic, but it does feel like it has something to do with service to others, which has always been a big part of your spirit journey, Libra. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I think you will be well received.